I think said Drew baby and penny for Eddie Oman show ye. Mr. Tobacco has to do with young players, no Ghanaian player, and they say a contract as swan. Say, why free agent when you're free agent? No. The first agreement, and they say, the two as when you offer from outside, not necessarily in Europe. They say they imagine game players, no, getting offers from countries, not say clubs outside Ghana. Most of them, no, in Africa here. And to hear this year, maybe in players, no Copana, so to Africa, no, dominated. African dominated. Two countries are not so long ago, so to A, B, as no, Odomo, any Ghana, A, C, I compare Naga Ghana ahead of them. And so to this is a day to Ghana football. So I think we need to save Ghana football. This message goes directly to the FA. So if they are doing the listening, I think say almost show concern. Near my air to air quay. And players no transfer no a delay. Most House of Folk supporters are getting uncomfortable because they feel that omu transfer there near my air cost. The team is not signing. Especially time I call back say Enock Morison. At the verge of House of Folk, some officers almost secure on a signature. Now he has to travel to Goma here in Kenya, another African country. And they are so difficult to the extent that we cannot compete with Tanzania. So we are struggling to compete with Rwanda. Ethiopia, North African, you mentioned. Now me say even Mediama player back is heading to Togo. Our figures are not airborne. So if the figures are true, say if a Togolese club met Chiasa Sikano, Ghana Yankoto Konya has will struggle. So the FA must save you in football. The FA must make sure say they will try to do it near ma. It will improve you in football to the extent that at least you better compete with African countries, if not the Europeans are. Because football, there's only in charge of football. And you know, and number decisions you better take here. A better boy in football, this is in football, it will F and more, and send a trigger down to the clubs. Yes,
you think so?
I think that the ministry will have a role to play. So that now, the MP can say, "I buy bet me abuano," but so to I buy by a willing, so obey BBA. A bit dependent F and I'm more to how you want to engage the government. And no one about to abide who say yes, of course. You better me take this course and it will help Ghana football. The air corner to say yeah, because just sit now and look at and I say you also.
I'm surprised. Maybe
we are surprised because say European countries are here to me. But countries the names of almost FG players now. You are talking about Tanzania, you are talking about Rwanda, you are talking about Kenya, and you are talking about Togo. That's where it becomes an issue of concern to every Ghanaian in football at heart. I want to say say the next 5 years after they ever get out of hand, then your quality will ever drop big time. Your quality will drop all because you in Sika you chairman your clubs you chairman in players every month, you know. Ever form. Same boy and koto koni house you feel say omo tua kese e wa ha. House of Folk ever brag say yes, omo na tua which so to debatable. But then they are also struggling. Because at the point that House of Folk thought omo Morison, Enock Morison gina 10,000 Ghana cedis. Has was between 7 and 8. Has NTB Channel. Morison is going to Kenya. Every month or Bajo converted to Ghana cedis about 40,000 Ghana cedis. Goma here. You see the point? So called APR. Sika Yedima Lamptey. Any the two other players join there woman. Because a very difficult say Ghana team being Kotoko, being House of Folk, and Kotona Kanoka mention so bet me a match. And I think the FA president, the mantra no the buy, you know, say creating moment. That mantra was that creating wealth and you see what and it's not what you are seeing. It's not what you are seeing. Rather no, because or in class no, suffer more because they are not generating anything. Your league in Amua, because it's not rich. Your league, sponsor any hot or crown or co. Anything, I think the FA must sit down when you'll be town. But a reality, as somebody else senior, and no. And you'll be time, you'll be in Pemasem. It is what is happening. So we are FA, you sit down and try to plan and think, say, maybe in the next long time solution to this. So we are in the next 5 to 10 years.
Didn't you make comfortable with the FA and say, Mpoko Tanzania and baby okay. Yeah. And your clubs in United to meet to players.
Of course.
Clubs need be. I just say award the financial muscle.
Yes.
To do that. And I think it's more of the club than the FA. But
so that the business and that's an enabling environment, FA no bit ma create the Mayan club. So say there's a Tanzanian club APR not
like for example,
APR not mean fan say for sometimes you come to be compete to Kotokoni has. Let's maybe some limited to argument now, Say a few clubs that but they are top clubs near yes, So yeah, top clubs Kotokoni has can they attract almost top players like we are doing in NA? So it becomes an issue. So
and then FBA player and I attracted to Kotoko.
Anything I make us say, you're in league, and then and then MP can say, so officer by him room. But I buy Bebamua, a bedina, and name my FNA to form. And name my FNA trans in my type of no. Saying a person football no called the next 5-10 years. You're free set, you're the stakeholder involvement, you're buying, Sabano, Bamu, Abe injected capital. Not necessarily all time abansika diaba, but all create a space like say, Misoto, all my that tax Robitania can once a win. Anna Minister no can once say impose a buy no betimia pleading with the corporate Ghana. And the corporate Ghana decided say, okay, become a way a man day, a ban over try say, a tax incentives, Misoto obey the corporate Ghana. I'm okay. Attracted to that because it looks like nobody wants to come.
I have a different view, but.
Good. Nobody wants to come. So, I have something that worries me. Since I started, Sunday morning started, Madam, I have something that may get deep into my. I just say, what can we do to make sure that you better me stop?
What we can do is for the clubs to get to the point where you are. First of all, say now no can globalization and how things are done everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't say, you may be a woman who ha a ye. And you may be a who say, fine, this is pure corporate. Yeah, no. Or more after be from
elsewhere.
So, until the clubs also begin to realize that we are in business. And if you are in business, I will say, in your sika, you bet to me the one, I retain your players.
Yeah.
Also in Jessica 2, you bet to me they hire good coaches. Also in Jessica, you bet to me they are better nutrition.
Yeah.
And then your mania near said dear. Now no papa ne can be or try so can come and no see born and say. Yen to me near man near 15 years ago in net. Ye didn't come when you be so a cover a quarter cross. And for Ineos, you know what they are trying to do. Almost making sure say yes we have money, but 80 million today is not the same as 80 million yesterday.
Yeah.
In Tiara near got 70, you go to 40. Near payment plan. Nina no a measures are between their savings. So one, Captain, we should begin to think say we are in business.
Yeah.
Now grown a idea. We are not here for a joke, Sebi. If you are in business, Sikahunya, what are the measures I use to raise revenue? A quite banner, say, I don't think so. That the preoccupation of our football clubs is to raise money. Makase first can over na radio ni ade. Obi bonyu so bonyu mo edo, bonyu mo na. So you try to create programs that will excite the businessman. Bemo be say ni ade we create some listenership, we create numbers, so let's go and sponsor. And so when they begin to realize say a business near yes cause only sika The Emma, intimidation or con one players equal and say you cannot even pay $2,000 for a player.
It's a problem.
And the people of Tanzania, I'm just so many years ago, were in Tanzania. Almost all my numbers. They are big stadia, big. 100,000, 80,000. How do we fill these spaces? Once we're able to fill the spaces, we have money.
That's it.
Because prospective sponsors be up in numbers. Yeah. If you can put 50,000 people together, it's money. You better only put 50,000 be share So they began to think that way.
Yeah.
Now, so as a football, with no recognition for important stakeholders. This is what will happen.
Good.
So that
is where that is how I the FA know a bigger role to play. No, yeah, we want to watch a competitive football. Say nay under Ketokeku's administration. So to me is survey no, but me assure says there will be a disaster survey. The spectator no a decrease. Even more than continental time compared. No, because we are not playing a competitive league. Your league in Airport and they better for you.
One more competitive league.
Because it's the FA insurance betting and say league no.
It did not make me back.
You know they have a bigger role to play.
More betting. Do they realize that it is their business?
Because
this is anopa.
So from the top to bottom, I open organizing league no, top to the bottom. Obi adu one room bi, ana betting. Akoya ade aye so simple. You can't gun for fun. You can't betting. I say league no for fun. But elsewhere, betting also baby.
One day I wish I were at baby I would TV. Me point is say, me can't too much about the FA. I want to talk about the football clubs. What is the FA? FA again.
Maybe
I am one of my car boom, and I'm saying Kofobi and running my. So as I say, it's not like everything in all no free tape, baby. I am one, so I'm saying that clubs here can't as I mean. But I mean, measures Bena or more day, say, on making sure there's a clean league, for instance.
Issues, especially your Kotokonia as a community leadership.
But business, Captain. You are investing. Mona Mutiaka. Una go to play about no be fan ko. Every never know way. But so what do una muno? If you cannot tell the whole world what your problems are, therefore probably they are not losing no. If you lose you.
So I hope say you go a big topic. We need to delve deep into it. Near will be a role who play to make sure say we get a competitive league. Sa issue now you can have no say the player ask that us no. You bet me at least
there are football clubs.
There
are football clubs. I don't think they are laying any emphasis on even the business department of the clubs.
Baby, about 70-80% of the clubs don't have that.
Yeah, Kasei. Yeah, Kasei, I can see if they are not communication and brand department in book. Any abra, yeah, Kasei.
Some people, so no. Now, me share house of folk.
They are thinking is different.
Players be on my year market as so too. Be by the end of this week or get it to time on better 10. Also has a break home team now for 2 weeks. Now, Omu Hopi say, Obed Mania, sa players in. I overhead by for now or Casababi. Misoto. Enei Kasim Razak, I'm a house of folk up to the end of today. Even though I'm not extensively, and I learned say, I say omo in a sort agree on terms now. He's still looking at an offer coming from outside, and he's told house of folk by the close of a day, say offer one to omo can, then he will turn to house of folk and sign. And if hopefully if you can win the medicals. Also the same thing a Saka and a Kotoko live a Kotoko in the Winokoye. Kotoko corn honey. Uga Kotoko Pam so told that they will be able to sign Ghana or be a boy league in only one player. Only Sir Emmanuel entry from Olympics no. Players are Kotoko the 3 of them from Sudan. Then entry by Kahon. And Misoto Sir you know or a player no outside no back. So we are among boy league the only player Kotoko sign entry. After Nasaka, it looks like say or train here because no information was that he was waiting for a club in Asia. Say come in the bay. Time who say that they no delay no. At the end call anymore. After what decided say eso tie kotoko so ebia ekwe enuma kotoko besa no sana Kasim Razak you know akwakoye. Olympics, it looks like there's an issue with Olympics because the information that I'm getting is that goalkeeper no sorry the contract like 4 months they when you who be has approached them also on 150,000 Ghana cedis. This is 1.5 billion old Ghana cedis. The ama or no the delay and no more case player no case has in serious no. No. Because how to folk feels there the player is 32 years of age. The player's contract is left with 4 months. So 4 months by the time you say league as you know. Now akoka be 2 months. Olympics or Division 1. Ebi on be na ka be 1 month. Untimi en register player and contract aka 1 month. In Ghanaian Premier Ghanaian League, especially in other Division 1 or Premier League, because for half you sign. So the player is not willing to sign for Olympics. Why don't you do business? The only Emmanuel entry there, kotoko ma player na ne umko delay player no terminate you know. Maybe House of Folk will have to follow that suit. So almost allow the goalkeeper to deal with the club, because House of Folk I am marking 2 goalkeepers. One Accra Lions goalkeeper no. Andrews Owusu, whose contract is ending this month. And don't free say or no by the end of the month, second one no ya on sign. And this goalkeeper. So air course no so to the problem between Olympics and House of Folk on the goalkeeper, because Olympics are not ready to do business unless House of Folk cough out that 1.5 billion the moment. And House of Folk is not willing to do that. So honestly another problem. I don't know. The House of Folk supporters, sir, former Dreams FC midfielder, Michelle Otu, or also returning Legon City, sorry, or also returning to Ghana. Mizutu, or no, they are now similar to that every America, so Kotokwasan only, or even though a Ghanaian player, but also travel outside our bar and the contract, no, or more tremor how House of Folk didn't know anymore by a china, hopefully up to Wednesday, no. House of Folk supporters will hear some announcement from home team. So it's not all that money issues, but because of how the transfer, no, you know, most of the clubs, especially all class players come to you know. If it's a Ghana there,
so you go and look for money. 150,000, 200,000, 100,000. No more 2 away now.
4 months.
That is my worry. If you are investing such huge amounts in any business, you should be interested. And you don't allow anybody to tell you what to do.
That is true.
So all this care shadim there, you should be interested.
And they know we are doing 100%.
And you know, I don't know what you say. Maybe. Meanwhile, here behind there, who spending millions of Ghana cedis
to go for this,
and then you pay for these players. You do this, you find them play baby, baby, take your bills, momo. And when you know we are now work on that say. You know, also my I mean, I
think we need strong men in our system. We need strong men, people who are bold, who can stand before the
boldness.
No, so to boldness comes
telling it as it is. You don't need to be bold to do this. I'm saying that if it is your business, that's all do yeah. Also, we're interested in what goes on. So what I said, if it's every woman bet.
The don't say they make
every normal bet. Every so many clubs no bet. It's not the same club that is doing.
What clubs do?
Every club.
Every club, but the people who mind there no. Some clubs you know.
Now every anyone.
Clubs no. Clubs no. Any nipa for
the board of directors of the Ghana Football Association are members of the club. Till I mean every national. This is a question Piazza Okotoko. Meboa, Randy Abbey or Heart of Lions. We were how. And Jeffrey Wabim. It is the same people. A club for you. Or one now for more heavy.
But the don't say in the time in terms of Herbert Mensah, the reason why make us we need maybe bold and strong people. Herbert Mensah came into the system. That time not even gate process how Omucheno. Or no standing strongly. Even though the smaller clubs were against him. But we're making sure that home team takes all. Those days not much channel. So when you have people who are bold enough, who knows where they are going, don't stand against Sadio Mane way.
Bad
So
boy,
Sadio
yeah.
Blanco for be na either system no. We need them. We need someone.
Bad for
Tell me.
of every farm company quite the same.
Asante Gold.
Asante Gold.
Another na off.
Say honor almost better than